Welcome back to the Banganator podcast, brought to you by your host, Esley Banga, Season 2, Episode 10. And how about them Cowboys? The Cowboys feasting on the Commanders on Thanksgiving. Everybody was eating turkey. Everybody was eating good. Us viewers at home, us Cowboys fans, and the Cowboys themselves. Dak Prescott, Cavante Turpin, and them boys eating turkey legs on the sideline while the game's still going. Let's go. Way to command respect from everybody on Thanksgiving against the Commanders. Now, I'll say this like I've been saying the past few weeks. I know it's another team that nobody respects, that's trash, that ain't gonna do nothing this season. But still, we won 45-10. How many other teams in the league are blowing teams out, even bad teams? The Jets, look where they at right now. And the Chiefs only beat them by 3. So it says something that the Cowboys continue to consistently beat these bad teams by such large margins. So give the Cowboys their respect, even though it's against bad teams. Both offense and defense, great overall performance by the Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott went 22 of 32, 331 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's a great performance right there. I don't care who it's against. Tony Pollard, 79 yards, 1 touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 72 yards, our leading receiver, and 1 touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 53 yards, 1 touchdown. Everybody was catching touchdowns. It didn't matter. Dak was spreading that thing around. Cavante Turpin, 34-yard touchdown off of 1 reception. And that's the reception, the touchdown reception where everybody started eating turkey. Whenever they pulled out the turkey, I was like, damn, they got turkey legs now inside of that? Hey, I'm sure that the NFL is going to fine them, but I don't give a F. Jerry Jones is going to pay them fines. That's elite touchdown celebration right there, especially in the holiday season. Rico Dowdle also had a 15-yard touchdown off of a screen. So, good job by the offense. And defense turning up. 4 sacks. Jonathan Hankins got 2. Micah Parsons was credited with 1.5. And Dante Fowler was credited with 0.5 sacks. DaRon Bland. What more do we need to say about this guy? Since the beginning of the season, he's been making plays. DaRon Bland had a pick 6, making it his 5th pick 6 of the season, breaking the record for most interceptions returned for a touchdown in a season. So he probably going to get some more. I didn't think that he would do it the very next game because he got one against Carolina. I didn't think he would do it the very next game against the Commanders, but he did it. So statistically, best pick 6 cornerback in NFL history. Let's go, DaRon Bland. And if Dak Prescott keeps this type of performance up against good teams and great teams, now that's yet to be seen and we'll see. But if he keeps this performance up, yeah, he definitely in the conversation for sure for MVP. Cowboys play the Seahawks on Thursday night. I'm going to be there. I got some good tickets. I'm going to be there. The Seahawks is going to be in the first time that we have an opponent that's not great, but they're not bad either. So they're just right in the middle. Seahawks are 6-5, currently second in the NFC West, and this is a team that we got to play really well against. What you've been doing against the bad teams, this is your chance to prove, okay, can you do it at another level? So it's not quite the Eagles, it's not the 49ers, but they're a good team. If we beat this team, they'll be the first team that we beat with a record above 500. So we got to get this dub and show everybody who we are, or else everybody's going to call us frauds. So come on, Cowboys, let's step up to the plate. Continue what you've been doing. They got playmakers, especially on offense. Geno Smith, he led them to the playoffs last year. DK Metcalf, the monster, the freak of nature that he is at wide receiver. I don't got to say nothing about him. And Tyler Lockett, he's always a receiving threat, always open, always getting first downs and touchdowns. So we got to watch out for this team. I do believe that the Cowboys will win, but just watch out. Just keep performing like you've been performing. That's it. We going to get this dub. Y'all see that logo, and y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Banganator's top banging moments from Week 12 in the NFL. Coming in at number 4, Zay Flowers, Ronaldo touchdown celebration on Sunday Night Football. After scoring his second touchdown, Zay Flowers kicked the football and made a quote-unquote goal against his teammate who acted like a goalkeeper missing a block. Everybody in all sports is doing Ronaldo celebration, and Zay Flowers decided to pick up on that trend. The Ravens went on to win 20-10, and by the way, the Chargers need to fire Brandon Staley. I don't know why he still got that job. At number 3, the Cowboys feasting on Thanksgiving. Dak Prescott had 331 yards, like I mentioned earlier, 4 touchdowns, and the touchdowns were spread all over. Tony Pollard got a rushing touchdown. Brandon Cooks a receiving touchdown. CeeDee Lamb a touchdown. Kevontae Turpin a touchdown off of 1 reception. Rico Dowdle a touchdown. DaRon Bland a touchdown. The Cowboys won 45-10. At number 2, as much as this hurts me to say as a Dallas Cowboys fan, the Eagles' comeback overtime win against the Bills. The Eagles were down by double digits at the half. They came back and took the lead 28-24, but then the Bills answered and took the lead 31-28. And then at the end of regulation, Jake Elliott, Eagles kicker, 59-yard field goal to send it into overtime. My heart was broken because I wanted the Bills to win, of course. In overtime, the Bills came away with the field goal their first drive. Hurts then led a game-winning drive and ended it with a 12-yard touchdown run to win the game. The Eagles beat the Bills in a 37-34 overtime thriller. By the way, the NFL changed the playoff overtime rules to appease Josh Allen, and Josh Allen is now 0-6 in overtime games, playoffs, and regular season. I told y'all not to change that rule, just saying. And at number 1, DaRon Bland for the Cowboys breaks the season pick 6 record. It is his 7th interception on the season and his 5th interception return for a touchdown this season, breaking the record, the all-time record. DaRon Bland, you are the greatest pick 6 cornerback in NFL history. That's your crown to wear. Good job on that achievement. You deserve all the recognition. So those are my top banging moments from Week 12 in the NFL. Zay Flowers, Ronaldo celebration. The Cowboys feasting on the Commanders on Thanksgiving. The Eagles overtime thriller and amazing win led by Jalen Hurts. And at number 1, DaRon Bland breaking the season pick 6 record. Let me know if y'all agree with me or if y'all would change anything on this list. The Texas Longhorns are headed to the Big 12 championship. Let's go. Hook 'em. Texas fight. We dominated Texas Tech the whole entire game. The whole way through, like I said, we should. Especially if we want just a little bit of an outside chance to get into the college football playoffs. 57-7. Come on now. Offense was making plays. Defense was making plays. We got guys injured. It don't matter. Quinn Ewers went 17-26, 196 yards, 1 touchdown. Not impressive, but he didn't have to do much because running game, defense, and the offense overall just took care of everything. Jonathan Brooks was injured. He's still injured, but that didn't matter. Jaden Blue with 121 rushing yards and a touchdown. And Keelan Robinson, even though he only had 10 rushing yards, he still got himself a rushing touchdown and a 95-yard kick return touchdown. Let's go. I will continue to say this over and over again. Texas is running back university. We're going to dominate with whatever running back. It don't matter. Xavier Worthy had a touchdown, and I was kind of worried because he did injure himself. He had to go in the locker room, and I believe he was out for the rest of the game. Hopefully he'll be all right for the Big 12 championship game against Oklahoma State. And college football legacy player Arch Manning also made his debut. We was blowing them out so bad. We was blowing Texas Tech out so bad that, we put in backups. And the third string quarterback, if we win by 50, we can put him in. He didn't do bad. He didn't do horrible. but you know, it was just too small of a sample size. But yeah, there's a lot of promise for the future for Arch Manning if he decides to stay with us. It's already confirmed that Quinn Ewers said that he's returning next year in 2024 to the Longhorns. So I'm surprised that he didn't want to go to the NFL and get that NFL money. But hey, I'm all for it. I could use another year of Quinn Ewers, the great Quinn Ewers at Texas in our first year in the SEC. Let's go. On the defensive side of the ball, we had 2 sacks by Anthony Hill Jr. and Jet Bush, and interceptions by Terrence Brooks, Malik Muhammad, and a Jet Bush pick 6. It bounced off of the foot of a Texas Tech player into the hands of Jet Bush, and he ran it slow as hell, but ran it in for a touchdown. Pick 6. He must be watching Deron Bland film and got inspired. And shout out to Burt Auburn, our kicker, 5 for 5 on field goals and 6 for 6 on extra points. Perfect. It just looked like nothing could stop us against Texas Tech. And I know they're an inferior opponent, but hey, 50 points, come on now. Let's go. Like I mentioned, we facing Oklahoma State. Even though I low-key wanted BYU to beat Oklahoma State in the last game. Because if BYU won, OU, Oklahoma, would have been in the Big 12 championship game. We would have faced them. Even though they're a better opponent and they match us more evenly, I would have liked to face them and get revenge. That's how badly I wanted revenge against OU. Because I knew we're good enough to beat them. But lo and behold, Oklahoma State, in an overtime thriller, I think it was double overtime too, they got that dub against BYU. And here we are facing Oklahoma State. I also wanted OU to face Texas for a better chance of College Game Day coming to Arlington, because it would have been a better hyped up game. But since we're facing Oklahoma State, and I don't know if they already planned this or not, but College Game Day going to Georgia versus Alabama in the SEC title game. And I don't blame them. You know, that's definitely a more hyped up matchup. Oklahoma State is 9-3. We gonna win that game. Ain't no question about it. It's just, how are we gonna win? Are we gonna blow them out? We're not gonna blow. I don't believe we're gonna blow them out like we did Texas Tech 57-7. But it better be by a lot though if you want a chance of getting into the college football playoffs at this point. Which is why it's such a shame that we lost to OU in the Red River rivalry game. It was such a shame, because if we were undefeated right now, we would probably be ranked 3rd or 4th, probably 3rd. We gonna win that game with the outside chance to get into the college football playoffs. The college football playoff rankings are as follows: Georgia, number 1. Michigan, number 2. Washington, number 3. And Florida State, number 4. And 5 and 6 are Oregon and Ohio State. Now, first of all, I thought that Michigan should have been number 1. Their dominating win against Ohio State. 3 years in a row, baby. Let's go. Go Blue. They're my second favorite team behind Texas. So, yeah, let's go. JJ McCarthy and them boys. Blake Corum. It don't even matter what coach is on the sideline. Yeah. 3 years in a row. Michigan better than Ohio State. Let's go. But I thought Michigan should have been number 1. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but Georgia number 2, and then I'm fine with Washington at number 3 and Florida State at number 4. And impressive by Florida State, because without their quarterback, Jordan Travis, they still managed to get that win. Now, the tricky part is when it comes to Oregon and Ohio State. A lot of the analysts out there, and especially the College Football Playoff Committee, they think that Oregon is just, at this point, a better team than Texas. So it's kind of confusing, because even me, myself, I'm like, Texas has played too many close games, not enough blowouts. Oregon has had more blowouts, and they have a better loss because they lost to Washington, who was ranked way higher, and we lost to OU. Oregon had the better loss. A lot of Texas fans are thinking that Texas should be ranked 5th, and since Oregon faced Texas Tech, and they barely beat them. We face Texas Tech, we blow them out by 50. We also have a harder strength of schedule. I forgot what the other stats were, but all of these things that prove that statistically is better than Oregon, and yet we're ranked 7th, Oregon is ranked 5th. And I see it from both sides. So, like I said, we'll see. But as Texas fans, we want Oregon to lose, and we want Michigan to lose. Georgia versus Alabama in the SEC title game, that's tough. If Georgia loses, that's only one loss, and they're probably still going to be in the college football playoffs. If Alabama loses, 2 losses, we don't got to worry about them, but we do got Ohio State and Oregon to worry about. We need help to get in, and a lot of help to get in. Thank y'all for tuning in and watching this episode of the Banganator Podcast. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on the Banganator Podcast on Instagram and BanganatorPod_4 on the Twitter X. The Texas Longhorns play this weekend. Big 12 championship game here in our own backyard in Arlington against Oklahoma State. Let's go, Texas. Let's win the Big 12 in the last stop in the Big 12 farewell tour. And the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday Night Football playing the Seattle Seahawks. I'ma be there. How about them Cowboys?
The Banganator Podcast is brought to you by Esley Banga, diehard fan of the Dallas Cowboys since 1997. How about them Cowboys?